watching the Battered Herons Network.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 553 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I guess a win's a win. I'll take it, right? Win away, Montreal. I mean, I have a lot of thoughts about this game because it doesn't feel like a win, but
if
it's a win
okay.
it's a win in the right category.
Everybody has, I guess, their opinions. I wouldn't say it doesn't feel like a win, but I don't know. It felt weird. This wasn't a good game. Wasn't a good performance. I texted you during the game and I said, this doesn't. They feel off. Something feels off.
Yeah,
but
it
Casemiro made the debut, which I was not expecting.
He what?
Casemiro, he debuted.
Yes, he did. And you actually texted me thinking, well, I mean, if he's on the squad, I'd be surprised if he debuts. And he started. I mean, that's what happens when you got a bunch of homegrowns on the bench, though, Danny. You thought he was going to sit on the bench with Planbeck and Pinter? Like, I mean,
I thought he would come in as a sub. He hasn't trained with the team. As far as I know, he hasn't trained with the team. So I thought, like, all right, if he comes in, he'll come in 60th minute, 65th minute. I did not expect him to start. We had the conversation an episode or two ago. We're like, is he going to play on Saturday? Probably not. But if he does, he'll be a sub. I was really surprised when he started.
Well, I was also surprised. And look, I mean, I don't know as much as people are going to glaze Casemiro. I think that was one of the reasons that there was a little bit of a funk in today's game. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was just lack of preparation with him. So it's like the unpredictability of knowing where he's going to. Yeah, they did. And I mean, but they know where certain people are going to be and what they're going to do and how they're going to perform. And with Casemiro, it's like, you know, it's a new player. You're playing with someone new, even though they're talented, right? But this isn't a Messi that's going to carry the torch, carry the team forward, right?
Generally, one of the leading players on the pitch for touches is usually the center back, right? Because the goalie, you're going to build the ball out of the back. You get the ball to the center back. And so they're usually the leader. Mikael led the team in touches with 78. Casemiro had 77.
Yeah.
Like everything was going through Casemiro, and his pinpoint accuracy with his passes, by the way.
I mean, look, you're saying everything went through Casemiro. I think
it did.
That they just played patient. Like, I don't want you to sit here and think that since Casemiro signed, that Hoyos was cooking in the kitchen. Because I felt like that's what it sounds like you meant. Like if he's formulating something for Casemiro, and now he's.
But when you build out of the back, if you have somebody that you believe can help build the play from the back and distribute the ball like Busquets used to do, you go to them. When Bright is back there, they don't necessarily always go to Bright, right? They build up the side, up the wings. Like it's not always Bright. But this one, it felt like it was purposeful. Casemiro was in charge of distributing the ball.
Well, and look, Circus Fun is saying, I think Casemiro had the cleanest passes. And then you have Zlad saying Casa missed a couple passes. And then we're talking about Berterame. We're going to talk about Berterame.
I felt like he was peppering that ball all over the place. I thought he had a good debut, especially for somebody that has never trained with, as far as I know. I don't know if he did anything behind closed doors. As far as never trained with this team, doesn't really have a feel for anything. I thought that he had a really good debut. And we're going to get to Berterame right now also, because I feel like the win was overshadowed by that. But for Casemiro was a big story, and then the Berterame was huge also. I was watching it with my kids, and when he went down, the first thing I noticed was
right side.
You know, he went down flat. And then a Montreal player saw him, ran over, and then Suarez and that player put him on the side, put him on his side.
Yes, put him.
So that tells me that it was probably a seizure. When they gave a little bit of a close-up before they went away to the widescreen, his eyes were open. So somebody said that he was like knocked out cold. Like his eyes were open, and they put him on his side. That tells me it was possibly a seizure. Prayers up to him. I don't know. When I watched the replay, because what I did is I rewound it and I watched the replay.
I did the same.
That Montreal player came in aggressive as hell with his head and his shoulder and went straight into Berterame at the back of his head. Like I mean, can he really say he was going for the
Really
ball?
reckless.
Like maybe, but like that was reckless the way he came in. He came in like explosive into Berterame, into his back.
Well,
that really sucked.
And I look, Zlatan said he's saying that they didn't break his neck from what I heard. Ziad is saying, and no, I don't think that they broke his neck. It's a concussion.
No, but I thought I thought that they hit him in the back of the head hard enough where it caused a seizure of some type. That's what I thought had happened.
Well, I think honestly that the aggressiveness of the defender jumping straight into his back, I don't know, jumped upward, inward towards his neck, had to have given him immediate concussion, and he turned over, was having sort of like kind of like what we saw with Tua, right? Sort of like convulsions. Yeah, I don't know. And that's why they panned out. Now, I mean, this is something that's like pretty serious, right? And you don't expect this, I guess, too much in soccer. I mean, there's times where it's
a lot of concussions in soccer. No, it's a lot of concussions. Yeah. I don't know to that severity though, because usually you're going for the ball, you lean with your head and you get maybe a concussion. But like I said, I felt like it was very like the only word that I can think of off the top of my head is explosive. Like the way he just launched himself. You know, in football now they call targeting, where like you just launch yourself into somebody that's defenseless. Yes. That's what it almost felt like. He almost like launched himself into somebody that was defenseless. Yeah. It was, dangerous.
It was it was a very reckless tackle.
Yeah,
very reckless.
Hopefully Berterame is okay. And he was. I mean, talking strictly football, which I know this is bigger than football, but talking about the football aspect, it felt like he was just finally getting into his own with Inter Miami and the Suarez connect. So hopefully he's okay, and hopefully he can be back, because it felt like he was finally starting to build some confidence and some chemistry with Suarez and everybody else.
I mean, Mike, I haven't seen you in a while, but like,
oh, Mike, this is a stupid ass comment.
Goodness, let me tell you are there.
Dumbass comment.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Studio coming in right at the perfect time.
All right.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is clean sheet season, baby.
Okay. Do you want to get into that? Because I didn't think Rocco had a good game.
I mean, look, he blocked like 7,462 shots. Montreal looked
like they kept kicking it.
They looked like Nashville.
They kept kicking it straight to him, and he played a horrible cross. They crossed it sometime in the first half. Early in the game, first 15 minutes, they had a dangerous cross. He played it horribly. It went right by him. Luckily, there was nobody waiting on the second post. And then at the end of the game, we're here hanging on to try to get this 1-0 dub. And he does a horrible job. Oh, my God. The way he tries to clear that ball. Horribly.
But our defense was beat on that. And he came in to try to help.
Yeah.
I know Allen almost made it.
Isn't that what we killed St. Clair for against LAFC? Trying to come out and did a horrible job coming out and playing that ball. Horrible job.
Yeah, but luckily Prince of Rocco didn't get scored on it.
Terrible.
Prince of Wusu's their guy.
Yeah, and
that's their guy.
He had an open goal.
Well, and he fucking blew it.
I did not think that Rocco had a good game.
Well, we'll get into it. Is it starting 11 time?
Go for it.
Okay, so no graphic, right?
No.
Okay, Imagine Dragons, everybody. So in between the sticks, you have none other than legendary Rocco Golo Blanco, okay, playing goalkeeper. Back four, you have Regilon, Mikael, Frey, and garbage-ass Muda, right? So that stayed the same. And in the midfield, you had Yannick Bright, and instead of Ruiz this time, you had Casemiro making his debut, and then Segovia. And then you had Silvetti on the top left. You had Berterame top right, I guess, and Suarez. It really was like a 4-4-2 is what I think it was, where you had Silvetti on the left and Luis Suarez and Berterame up top. But that was your starting 11. What'd you think of that, Danny?
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it because, number one, I don't like Muda. Give me somebody else at center back and give me Ian Frey at right back. And number two, I didn't want Casemiro to start yet.
Well, the Casemiro thing doesn't bother me. I wish Casemiro and Bright would have been in the middle. The fact that they had Bright out wide really killed me, because down that right side, you got nothing. Mura doesn't push up, and when he does, he's not effective. You can't expect Yannick Bright to push up on the right side and give you absolutely anything. And even if Suarez was manning that right side, he moves in centrally. I felt like that right side was dead. Like, we got nothing out of that right side. I didn't like this setup at all.
So you didn't like the structure of it. You liked the players. You just didn't like the structure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who you would have taken out. Look, once you put Casemiro in, Segovia and Bright, I mean, RDP's not here, so you would have one of them two, but I don't know who you would have put on that right side.
Wouldn't it be best to just have Casemiro and Bright both play the pivot and then Segovia above them?
Like a 10?
Yeah. Because Segovia's a good ball handler. He's a good passer.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, he's not Messi, but he's good at that position. And then you have Silvetti on the left, and then I guess you have to, by default, Berterame on the right.
Well, I will tell you one thing. I think when I saw that Bright was the man that was out on the right side in the midfield, that told me that he's the one being replaced by DePaul when he comes back.
Oh, that's
if you have
you're
Segovia,
right about that, because if he is
he's out there where we have the weakness. They let Segovia and Casemiro stay central. When RDP comes back, Bright's going to be the one that gets sent back to the bench, and Segovia and Casemiro probably going to keep those spots. And that sucks, but I think that's what it's going to be.
Well, I think it was a little sloppy in terms of the player positioning. I didn't like it for different reasons. You didn't like it for different reasons. And that's kind of bad, because you and I are able to identify different things that we didn't like about the same player structure. Yeah. That means your boy Hoyos is doing a terrible fucking job.
Well, what I was going to say is that what your complaint was Mura, but that one I understand a little more, because he doesn't have Falcon and Lujan to use right now. And I would use Noah Allen, but apparently he doesn't want to, and he couldn't, because now Region apparently went down with an injury.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a huge loss, because Region was having himself a good game.
Yes.
So,
and not only a good game, but a good time playing with Inter Miami. Like, when he's made his appearances, he's been good.
Defensively, he was stout also.
Yes. So that's something that I actually liked seeing. And I don't know, if you remember me texting you, but I loved Region corners. I loved them. I love those corners.
They sky high, huh? He's like,
oh my goodness! But it gives so much availability for a big ass Mikael to come through and head dunk on everybody. Like, I don't know if you saw after the first corner, Mikael is like, bring it back, run that back, and I'm coming in the same way. And the corner came in the exact same way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful for a Mikael and Frey and Bright combination. All the tall guys, just throw them in there. Mura, just launch someone by foot. That's what I would do. Is that illegal? If I was to, if you were to use me and put your foot here and I catapult you, is that illegal?
I don't think soccer? You can purposely do that. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try. Somebody can tell me, I guess, in the chat if that's illegal.
That's a cheat code. I don't think you're
allowed. I mean,
what do you mean you don't think you're allowed?
Could you imagine catching a cleat to the hand and throwing somebody up? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you're not using metal legal. Cleats.
I don't think so. You're like going into like movie, like Hollywood, like that type of stuff that you see in movies. Like, that ain't real.
I mean, I would do that. And Mikael come through and I'm just waiting like this and I'm launching him. And Juan is he's asking, is Region actually injured, or are you all just guessing? It seemed like he tweaked something. He ran towards the sideline when Noah Allen came on the pitch. We haven't even gotten into the game, like the first or second half, but I guess we're going over the main points. But yeah, he ran over and, he walked up after the.
I think it's also because of the awkward timing for the sub, right? It happened like 10 minutes after the second half started. Yes. So it's a very awkward time to get subbed out. So no, I haven't heard anything, but when somebody gets subbed out like 10 minutes into the second half, that doesn't seem like a very, I don't know, it's something that doesn't usually happen as far as subs go. So
yeah, absolutely. Welcome back, Mike V. Welcome back. Out here to grace us with his presence.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, you know what? That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for.
Okay.
How dare you? So first half starts, and I wasn't a fan of the first 15 minutes. Like Montreal was on it,
Yeah,
right?
they
Were
were.
you nervous? Were you nervous at all with the shakiness of the structure of the team and the fact that Montreal is like running and gunning against us?
I mean, I was, but not necessarily. I was worried that they were going to score. I wasn't worried that this is going to be like they're going to keep it up all game, and all of a sudden we're going to be losing by 5. Like, I was like, man, I hope they don't get one, because I thought that the way they was going, they might get one, especially the way Rocco was playing those crosses. But luckily, they were able to keep them out.
I mean, I don't know about you, dude, but like when it comes to stats, like Rocco took on 7 shots. Okay. Took on 7 shots.
You watched the game?
I mean, yes, I did watch the game.
Did you see that all of them went straight to his chest?
No, not all of them, but you know what? He's a force to be reckoned with. And he blocked a couple. And you know, I mean, come on, man. You got to give some credit. So the first 15 minutes.
I will tell you one thing that I like that he did. He had a great outlet pass to Silvetti.
Oh, yes.
Silvetti might get onto that. I thought he did a really good job with that outlet pass. He played that quickly.
Yes. Let me tell you, his passes are accurate. And I love Silvetti because he literally gives 0 fucks about anything and anybody. I love that. No, Inter 10, we don't need you here.
Well, just real quick. No, Inter 10, we like you here. But just real quick, just to burst your bubble, Vocina signed to Colo Colo. So Vocina is no longer an option.
Shipped out with Aviles to Chile land.
So yeah, he is no longer an option. Apparently, for some reason he ended up in Colo Colo. If he ended up in Colo Colo, that tells me that Inter Miami really wasn't interested and they didn't go after him, because I would assume they could have gotten him if they wanted him.
And listen, the Lumen, I don't know if I could give credence to this, because like Silvetti is a spark plug.
That's it, though. Like, he's the only vertical threat.
It is. He is literally the.
Anywhere so now on the pitch.
We went from having an Allende with no Silvetti, and now a Silvetti with no Allende. I mean, we could be vertical on the right side, but Facundo Mura is a pass back phenomenon, and he loves not playing offense. And he loves not just get being into a that,
threat. I feel like you want to pepper Mura. So if you want, just get it off your chest.
I mean, I'm going to pepper him all show. I think he is the worst soccer player I've ever seen in my entire life watching this sport. The worst. And he plays right back. Like, you don't defend well. And then you're asked to like push up, and you're such a pussy that you have to pass back to the more superior Frey, who will steal your job, and you're still shit because Frey will lead you. So it's like, come on, move up. And Fura is like, nah, I really suck at soccer. Let me not do this. What are you going to tell me? That Facundo Mura played amazingly? You're going to tell me that he's the best player of all time?
Have I ever defended him?
No, but I see that you're cooking. I see you're cooking. Look, Suresh is saying Mura is even a football player. I don't even know what he is.
I said in the beginning of the year that Frey would end up starting right back by the end of the year. It ended up happening so much faster than I expected. But I knew that Frey would end up being the starting right back. And whenever Falcon or Lujan get healthy, I would assume that Frey slides right back in there because, yeah, I agree. Facundo Mura is not good.
Noah Allen should be playing center back and Frey should be playing right back.
I agree. I think, and again, we've had this conversation where I think that it's a little overrated. Like they could figure it out for a couple games while everybody gets healthy. But I think it's because Noah Allen's left-footed, Mikhail's left-footed, so they put him right. I think, because I can't imagine why else you would put Mura to start at right back when you have Noah Allen, who was the starting center back for your championship team last year, on the bench. But that's what I would assume.
So we have 2 defenders on the bench other than Noah Allen. We have Sumaya, and Abadia Reda, which I remember him.
Fullback.
He is a fullback, and I don't care. He's better than Mura.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right.
Bright, put him back there. Better than Mura. Suresh,
you know what? Now that Casemiro's here, might as
also.
well put him at center back.
Suresh saying this coach is a shite king.
All right, you can go ahead with the game.
No, I mean that's it. Like first half, first 15 minutes, it was out of control. And then after that, it seemed as if we were kind of getting. Hold on, I didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Miami grew into the game.
Yeah, it felt a little bit more like we were taking control. Casemiro started getting a little bit more involved. I love the fact that he's working pretty decently with Bright and with Segovia, and that he trusts. It seems like he trusted them, right? I mean, you're playing with your teammates, so yeah, I would imagine that you trust your teammates. But at the same time, I felt like he felt comfortable because he wasn't, I guess, depended on as heavily. He saw that his teammates are pretty competent, which I like.
Well, the thing is, Montreal started the game playing a high press, and Inter Miami was having a tough time beating that press. But once they worked through it a couple of times, then Montreal kind of fell back. Let's play it safe. But
Rocco has no shame in his game. He's not scared of nobody. Rick A, member for 5 months. Shout out to you, Rick A. Shout out. We got to go back to our member videos, Danny. We got to go back to
working again next week because we usually do those videos when I'm on my way to work.
Yes.
And I start working again next Monday.
Oh, what a shame. Says the cardboard cutout of Emerson Rodriguez Chris has in his closet is better than Buddha. Absolutely.
Dude, you were telling me that you wanted to decorate the back of your wall. How awesome would it be if you had literally an Emerson Rodriguez cutout just chilling back there? Yeah,
or like one of those fat heads. You think they sell an Emerson fat head?
You could probably get it customized. Like you send them
think so?
yourself. Hell yeah. I think that would be so awesome. Do him and Rocco.
Him and Rocco, and then Lassiter somewhere back there, right?
No, don't forget about Lassiter.
Just a random Lassiter. Why not? Why can't we do
that?
Lassiter?
Just get Vasilev. Get Indiana Vasilev, your boy, and get him with the Philly jersey since you left Philadelphia.
I mean, if it's the New Jersey, I'll do it.
Oh, that's a sexy jersey.
If it's the New Jersey, that jersey's hot.
Yes, and shout out to One World Go. Yes, I'll have to shave. I decided to just let my hair grow. I'm gonna just not get my hair cut until 2027. But my beard, I am gonna cut when I start working. I'm gonna cut this, bring it back down.
How you can do that? That's terrible.
My hair, because I'm poor and I don't have money to cut my hair. So I was like,
nothing.
It definitely does. A haircut costs like $50 nowadays. So what I did is I convinced myself by saying you know what? I'm gonna grow my hair because it's my decision. It's not my wallet's decision, and that's kind of how I'm making myself feel better.
Well, here's a $199 Super Slam, so you can buy yourself a trimmer. Kevin Hernandez says, "Do you think
I'm gonna go by myself? You crazy?
The rest of the season? Yeah, I trim my beard if I don't go to the barber.
Oh, but I don't. My beard, I'm letting it grow because I want. This I can cut myself. I just like growing my beard. I'm talking about my hair. I haven't cut this in 2 months, and I'm gonna keep letting it grow until 2027.
So I don't think he's gonna miss the rest of the season. I mean, it depends on the condition, but I mean, he's gonna miss a majority of a couple weeks, I would imagine, right? And then,
I would assume after that he misses at least next week, at least. Shout out to user 93853. LeBron jumping teams again. Yeah, if you want, check out Battered Heat fans. We had a full episode on that. We talk all things Heat. We go on 4 or 5 times a week. So make sure that you jump on and subscribe to that if you like the Miami Heat.
Stancy dropping bombs here. You can actually go to schools that teach how to cut hair, and they will do it super duper cheap.
I think you and I are similar in this aspect, and maybe not. Maybe you'll surprise me. When I have a barber, I have a hard time going to another barber.
You know what? I agree with you, but the problem is that I haven't had a consistent barber since Trey. Shout out to Trey Weezy. Okay. I haven't had a consistent barber since Trey. I had a guy in Homestead, but then now I'm just going with whatever. Any guy, you got an open seat, let's go.
But what do you get? You just get a 1 all around?
Well, no, I don't get a 1 around. I get a 2.5 and the skin. It's the beard that he's got to do down pat. Because if I could do it good with my beard, with my shaver, then you better do it good with the 1 blade. Because if not, you're cooked.
Yeah. No, my beard I don't worry about. That I just let grow and wall it out, and I clean it up. And even then, I'll go to a barber if I feel like I need to, which I've only done it like once, and I'll pay the $10 for them to line up my beard. But for the most part, but my hair, I'm just letting that thing grow.
Listen, my barbers across from Miami-Dade College or Planet Fitness says dude's the best and he's cheap.
What's cheap? I legit, when I get my hair cut, I get my hair and my beard, I pay like $45-$50.
Listen, I'll go to a gal, I'll go to a guy, whatever. I've cut my own hair.
I had a girl cut my hair once.
Listen, there's girls that can cook. There's girls that can cut hair. So there's the first half, 0-0. No, it's a nothing burger. But I still didn't feel comfortable. I felt like we were still going to win, but I just didn't feel comfortable about how we were playing. Like even the commentators were commenting on that.
Well, yeah, I didn't think, and I texted you. I was like, this game feels weird. The team does not look good. But you know what this game felt like? It felt like those games where you're like, oh, like this game is so disgusting, and then we're like, Messi just needs one moment, and we'll win 1-0 off of some Messi magic. And that's what it felt like. But we didn't have Messi, so I was like, man, are we really gonna draw here, or is this really gonna be a 0-0 draw? And I started wondering that at halftime. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Messi's not here. We don't have Messi magic. The team looks off. Like, we have nothing going on the right side because it's Bright and Muda. No disrespect to Bright. Bright is, like we were talking about in our last episode, my second favorite player on the team. But that's not his game. I don't expect him to do anything down that right side. So I was like, so what are we really gonna do? So yes, I was worried that not that we would lose. I didn't think we were gonna lose. I was worried that we would end up with a draw.
I want to bring up a good comment before I bring up a bad comment. Stancy's saying this game was strange from the start. And then the whole Bete injury just derailed it completely.
Yeah.
And
you know what I thought was okay, go ahead, and then I'll tell you what I thought was weird.
I kind of need to address this. Jerome Holmes, can we pump the brakes here, buddy? We try to let people come in and talk. Pedri Potter somewhere in the airspace, but chill out, Jerome. Now you're starting to get into politics. Chill out, homie. We're not here talking about Argentina.
You know what I thought was weird? I thought, and it wasn't bad. Okay, so let me start before I say it wasn't. Let me preface it by saying that it wasn't bad, but when Suarez lined up to take the PK, I remember I asked my kids, you think you'll celebrate afterwards? Because I feel like after that moment, you don't really celebrate. You just go up and you grab the ball. And what he did holding up the jersey, I don't know how he got that jersey so fast, but I thought he would do something like that. I was like, he would somehow be like, that's for Berterame or whatever. Thought it was cool that he had the jersey, but he ran and smiled. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. He scored, whatever, but I wasn't expecting it. I really thought that he wouldn't do that. Again, nothing wrong with it, but I was surprised. But then he did the whole holding up the jersey, which I thought was cool, but I wasn't expecting him to celebrate.
Well, I thought it was very nice. I thought it was a very nice gesture.
Yeah, to hold up the kid, absolutely. That's why I put it on the thumbnail.
And you know what? It means a lot because it kind of shows the relationship between Luis Suarez and Berterame and sort of the evolution that I think that Berterame's time has taken in the team. And it kind of sucks, like you mentioned earlier, in the beginning, it was rough. But then now I think you're starting to see the fruits of it. And it sucks to get to this point where now it's back to square one. Or, we might be more concerned of his health primarily, first and foremost, before we even think about what he's going to do in a pink jersey again.
Yeah.
And so
luckily we have 7 days off until the next game because we're dropping like flies.
Well, before that injury occurred, you had an injury with Sergio Reguilón.
We assume.
Yes. He looked like he tweaked something. He got off. I think it was preventative. I don't think anything huge is happening with him. Yeah. But considering that he has a history, I think it's a smart play. You have a serviceable left back on the bench, bring him on, right? And then that's when you get into the situation where somewhere in the 60-something minute, Berterame goes up, ball super high. He goes in for a header, and one of the center backs comes in, loaded shoulder, loaded brain.
Yeah. He launched himself.
Yeah, and just completely dove into his spinal cord and neck.
Yeah.
And then the way that he fell was extremely just. I mean, he was hit recklessly, and then it's when you're airborne, forget about it. You're flopping over, and then you saw, like you mentioned, the players sort of turned him over, and we were watching this for 10, 15 minutes. And shout out to the Montreal fans for not going Philadelphia on us.
Oh no, it's funny you say that. Drew, I'm gonna ban you if you keep going. I really thought I was shocked at how quiet it got.
Yeah,
like
very
it got
concerned.
Extremely quiet. So
he's still with it. CR7. His last comment will be CR7 is a god. I want everyone to know that. This guy did nothing burger in the World Cup.
Yeah, no, I already blocked him. All right,
I don't like blocking guys.
I don't, but when they're not here, they're literally here just for that. They don't want to talk to anybody. Annoying. They don't want to like even if they're not talking, like paying attention to the show, but they're like talking nicely or going back and forth in the chat. But like he's just there, just being an ass.
Yeah. So you were mentioning the Montreal.
Yeah. I was surprised at how quiet it got. It got like really, really quiet. Very cool. Good on them.
And David Major is saying birthday injury silenced the stadium. It's you can legitimately tell that there was an extreme concern.
Yeah, very classy.
Extremely classy. Cara de Don, yes, super classy. I mean, after they were booing, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why are you booing now? Like the reason Luis Suarez is going to take this penalty is because your guy just blew our last guy's brains out.
They knew that he was probably going to score, and that was going to be the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, they went into fan mode, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Luis Suarez steps up and does the Peneka.
There are moments where fans are not nice.
Philadelphia-ish.
Philadelphia-ish. I remember the NBA Finals, the Golden State Warriors and Toronto Raptors. I don't know if you remember when KD blew out his Achilles. The Toronto Raptors fans were cheering. Yeah. They were cheering.
Yeah. No, but in basketball, it's a little different. Like it's 5-on-5. Player has more of an impact.
Yeah, but still,
it's kind of fucked. I know it's kind of fucked up.
You could tell that he was messed up. Yeah,
I get it.
But yeah, and then shout out to Menita. That was a nice pen. Yeah, Peneka. And my kids have been talking to me about like why doesn't any player ever try that? So it was perfect today because they finally did it. And he did it perfectly.
But you know, there are players that try it, and then I don't know how much of a success rate it has. But
I remember Messi got blocked on it just recently. Was it on Argentina or Inter Miami? It happened.
No, it was on Inter Miami. It was on Inter Miami. But I think the idea of it is because it's like floating, so then the goalkeeper dives and like can't readjust.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the idea behind that.
Hit the ground and then he tried and he's like, it's too late, forget it.
That's embarrassing, right? Like
no, it's not. You
dive and it's still hanging, and you're like it feels slow mo. I'd be embarrassed if I was a goalie getting scored on like that.
And after that, I thought that there was a chance that Orlando scored. Like they're beating Nashville 1-0.
That's awesome. I didn't make any bets today. I'm pissed.
And we both picked Orlando to win that game.
Yes.
I thought that after that injury, I was hoping that Inter Miami's head would still be in the game because something like that happens to a teammate. Sometimes that might rattle you. You might not want to be there anymore. And I knew that they were going to add like 15 minutes. They ended up adding only 13. So good on them. Rocco tried his best to give the game away, but somehow Inter Miami stayed strong. Mikhail played that ball nicely, and here we are. We are another win, another 3 points, 11 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses on the season, and things are looking good.
I didn't enjoy this game, Danny. Did you?
It wasn't a fun game.
No, I don't think it was a fun game. And not only that, but at the same time, I felt like I have a little bit more questions than answers when it comes to the roster and the structure. I mean, I think when Messi comes back, it's all solved.
I wanted to do an episode, and I was going to drop the video tomorrow or Monday. And look, and this is because I thought he would start next time. And this is going to be a thumbnail. Like,
yeah,
because I was not expecting him to play, and I still think that that's the question mark.
It is.
Like, I felt like what I saw today, great job peppering the ball around. But his biggest asset is the way he can build up the play and distribute the ball. In my opinion, you should go to a double pivot. But again, I don't want to have that whole conversation now. We'll leave that on to a standalone show. But
yeah.
And then Mr. Krabs, Daniel using more AI slop. Hey, Mr. Krabs, if you have all the time in the world to go ahead and start doing these by hand, go for it. I don't have time. So thank you, AI, for helping me out.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a lot of people use it for all kinds of stuff,
man. I got jobs, kids, wife.
Ooh, yeah,
So
don't do that.
wife.
You'll get sniped right now.
So it's not easy. And then on top of that, I do a bunch of these shows. I got to. So
yeah, man,
it helps out a lot.
So I guess
I said wives accidentally. I have one wife.
One singular. So and you know what? You haven't been playing my intro, Danny.
No, I like to get straight into the show.
Nah, I want my intro back. We need my intro back.
It just takes that minute. It takes so long to start.
It does. But listen, I worked a long time on that minute with
so
AI slop, the AI slop video. But I worked on every word there, Mr. Krabs.
I don't know. You sure that was an AI?
Absolutely not. Never.
Rubita, is Crema gone for good? Yes. He is officially. He was completely sold over to Parma. You know what I would love to do? I would love to talk just world soccer. It's just I know you haven't gotten into it yet, but this whole Vinicius might go over to Arsenal. Madrid is talking to Rodri. Like there's so much going on right now in the world. So.
Listen, everybody likes the intro, Danny, and here you are just shutting it down for efficiency. Look at that, guys. Danny wants to get off the show 45 seconds earlier.
You know what, though? Today, we were on 30 seconds early.
Oh.
And if you would have put on the intro, it would have been 30 seconds late.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and then Mr. Krabs would have destroyed us. So not only would he have destroyed us for the AI slop, but then he would have destroyed us for being late. So shout out to Mr. Krabs. So are we going to go through our que penas?
Yeah, absolutely. Arsenal can't pay Vinny's salary, never happening. My understanding is that they're trying to figure it out. They might be able to pay his salary, and that's a huge signing. I think that's the biggest signing in the Premier League in a very long time. Like a big time name. I think that's the biggest in at least a decade. I can't remember who the bigger one than that is going to the Premier League.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening. Jason is saying, Danny, this Battered Herons, keep international for your other channels.
Fine. All right.
So where are we going first?
Standouts.
So, standouts. I'm gonna give to Casemiro. He looked better than I expected, considering the limited time. I mean, it's he was okay. He was okay. He gave me like a Mikael sort of vibe. I thought Ian Frey was a standout. Ian Frey stood out in the back line to me.
Okay.
He was the best player in the back line. Other than Rocco.
Okay.
And so those are my two standouts. Defensive guys.
For me, Casemiro, absolutely. I thought he stood out. Berterame and oh no, you know what?
You don't want to give Silvetti?
Maybe I didn't think Silvetti had a great game, but I think he didn't have a chance to. He didn't have any opportunity. I didn't think he had a good game. You know who stood out to me? Region. He was having a solid game. It's defensively also, because a lot of times the fullbacks push up and you look at you focus on their contributions more in the attack. But I thought defensively he had a good game also.
I felt like Silvetti was the most aggressive player on the pitch.
Always. That's why.
Other than Segovia, because Segovia didn't give a fuck either. Yeah. Segovia and Silvetti both are the most aggressive players on the pitch.
He gives no Fs, and that's why I like him so much. I didn't think he had the best game today, but shout out to Minita.
Yeah.
All right. Que pena award.
You can go first.
I know you're gonna go Mura, so I'm gonna go Rocco. I thought Rocco had a horrible blunder.
What? You're just doing that?
No. How are you? How are you going to tell me that almost giving up the game
See what he does
at the end, the way he ran out for that ball and misplayed it, that isn't a que pena moment. That literally could have cost us 2 points. We could have ended up with a draw because of that play. The way he played that cross earlier in the game, they should have taken the lead early. But they had nobody waiting in the second post. He did not have a good game. And statistically, maybe he would because they kept throwing the ball right into his chest. They would kick it straight into his chest. It kept happening. Boom, right to his chest. Everybody's like, oh, look, another save. No, he's just playing patty cake. He's just catching the ball when they throw it at him. It wasn't a great a save.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought I didn't think he had a good game.
You want to know what I think Rocco was trying to do there? He saw the goalie pushing up a little bit, and he's like, if I just rifle this, I can score a goal. And that's what I think was happening. But Rocco was phenomenal. My que pena goes to Facundo fucking Mura, the worst soccer player ever on the history of everything. He had so many opportunities to push the pace on the right side, to make line-breaking runs, to get ahead. There was a cross that was made by Regilon that if he would have made the run into the far post, he would have been able to score. But since he does not have cojones, he sat there like a fucking baby bitch. Yep.
Shout out to Mikey. Hey, Mikey, tell me, how many goals did they score on St. Clair in the World Cup?
Listen, he's just dropping dimes on you, Danny.
Right, and I'm telling you that nobody scored on him in the World Cup.
Well, you know what? Because he didn't even play. Because he was...
You know what? He got called up to the World Cup.
He got called up to the World Cup because what other Canadian goalies are there?
Temis or whatever from Portland?
Okay, well, he wasn't good enough. Last year
Because
they gave St. Clair the goalkeeper of the year because he has a fucking fortress in front of him. And then Crepeau, who's playing for the worst team in South Florida, is just upside down like Spider-Man.
Did I not tell you
St. Clair
that going into today, no matter who's the keeper, that they were going to have a decent game because Montreal wasn't going to score? I told you, it didn't matter who it was. They literally were just kicking the ball at Rocco. And then he still tried to somehow mess it up, which is amazing to me.
All right, so let's man of the match other than Messi.
Segovia.
Okay,
I thought
so
Segovia was tearing it up. And then
okay.
he was taking that volley he took. Like, I thought Segovia had a great game.
I'm gonna give it to Suarez because I love the fact that he gets so many people involved and these little touch passes to kind of bring people coming up. I love that sort of dynamic that he has where he isn't just like this, I'm gonna wait for it in the box kind of striker. And I love the involvement that he has with his teammates.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, Nick. I forgot about that game. Who cares?
All right.
Rocco's got 2 games this year. He got 1 clean sheet already. This guy's undefeated.
How many times did St. Clair lose?
Like 74 times.
Twice?
Well, he's not undefeated like Rocco Blanco. He already has a clean sheet, Danny. Nothing but good happens when Rocco's in the sticks.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Inter Miami has a good problem, but a problem that sucks for us fans that like certain players. They have, and I'm saying 4 good midfielders because Rodrigo de Paul sometimes plays good. I feel like he hasn't been consistent enough. But you have Rodrigo de Paul, Segovia, Bright, and Casemiro. And you're probably only going to play 3 of them. So I think it's a nice problem to have. I'm really curious to see if it's Segovia or Bright that ends up losing the spot.
I mean, Mickey is the greatest commenter on the face of the planet.
Hey, you beat Montreal. Congrats.
100%.
And you almost, and Rocco tried his best to give it away, but absolutely.
Chip Messi, shout out for being a member. Rocco's a stud, Danny.
All right, so who was the highest rated player that didn't score or assist? Basically, just Suarez.
It's Luis Suarez. I'd probably go with Segovia.
It is not.
Okay, hold on. Hold that. I'm gonna go with. I think Regilon had a pretty good game.
He did. He was not
Considering
the
that
highest either.
Wow.
He was
Okay.
the third highest.
And he came off early, so that's why I thought that they gave him a more positive score. Rocco?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Rocco. He had, according to this, and I'm going to read his stats.
74 saves.
2 saves.
2 pregnancies in the stadium.
73% accurate passes. 47% on accurate long balls.
What a beast. What a beast.
Acted as a sweeper once. That's a literal stat. And if it's the ball that I'm thinking about, he played it horribly. How he ended up, I guess because it's a clean sheet. I guess that's why, because that's don't even back it up.
Feast your eyes on a 2-time goalkeeper.
2
championship
saves.
2 championships.
2 saves.
Back to back.
2 saves.
Yep.
And
2 pregnancies in the stadium.
All right. So Rocco was 1. Segovia was 2. Who was the
worst player for sure is Mura.
No, he's the second worst.
I mean, this guy doesn't even deserve to hand out hot dogs at the stadium.
He's the second worst. Who's the worst?
The worst. Wow, I really don't think anybody else played that poorly. I mean, you said Silvetti didn't seem like he played very well. Silvetti's
the lowest.
Wow. Worse than fucking Muda?
Yeah.
Wow.
He didn't have any positive plays.
I don't know, man. I felt like if you click on Silvetti, does it show you how many shots he took?
Yeah,
like how much?
Sorry, I was trying my best to find any update on Berterame, but I haven't found anything. Yeah. So let's see. I'll look at Silvetti's stats right now. 90 minutes played, 0 goals.
He made 2 babies. He impregnated 2 people at the stadium. Rico de la Vega. 0
chances created, 0 shots on target, 1 shot off target, 4 block shots. So he got 4 of his shots blocked.
Yeah, but they were deflected by like defenders.
Touches inside the box 6. Successful dribbles 0 out of 2. Passes into final third 2.
I have a question, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Connor the Don is asking, hopefully the Ecuadorian kid can play soon. Where the hell's he at?
Didn't he play with IMCF too?
But why isn't he with the team? Like main team?
I don't know. I guess they're letting him warm up with the IMCF too. He's not. He's only 18. Maybe he's a project.
And you're going to sign all of these people from IMCF 2 and then bring some Ecuadorian no body and then not play him?
He's only played like 1 game with them. Like they have to wait to see. It was a project, I think. I would assume it's a project signing, right? They hope to develop him.
The hell are we doing?
Nashville loses.
Lakari with the MLS
If Nashville loses, Inter Miami will be 2 points off of the top of the Eastern Conference. And let's see.
Okada the Don saying Obando Part 2 incoming.
Inter Miami, if Nashville loses, Inter Miami will be 2 points off of the Supporter Shield lead.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. It's home games. Home cooking for the playoffs. We got Columbus next week. By the way, I was looking at the Cincinnati Columbus. Remember I told you that Cincinnati was going to mollywop Columbus?
Yeah.
Last I saw, Columbus was beating them.
Well, I mean, I told you when we did the MLS show.
They beat them 2-1.
Yeah, I told you in the MLS show that
those rivalry games.
Yeah, that rivalry game for some reason is just that gets everybody up, and it was in Columbus. People were making fun of the promotion that they had because they used one of those little sticks with the pointy things to promote the match. I thought that was going to be a hell of a match. New England with 4 points.
4 points or 4 goals? What are we talking? Basketball or
4
football?
goals with 4 goals against Atlanta. Jeez, Atlanta, you fucking suck. I mean, this isn't the MLS show, but like, geez.
I know. Yeah, I guess we could say this was the MLS show. But one last thing, for some reason, Lewandowski didn't play. Oh no, he came in as a sub.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, we'll talk about the MLS and after we watch either the games or the highlights, and we'll probably do that at some point tomorrow. So make sure you look out for that on the Battered Soccer Fan Show. That'll be tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning.
Beat Seattle. Oh my god!
I told you they would. I don't know if you called it, but I called it.
I called it. Yeah.
We both chose Philadelphia. And Las Garzas tomorrow morning, Amy. Las Garzas will be tomorrow morning at, I want to say 9 a.m. I think is what it was. I have to talk to X and stuff. But I believe it was 9:30 tomorrow morning, Las Garzas, and then tomorrow I have to depend on whenever Chris is available. So whenever Chris decides he's available, we could do the Battered Soccer Fan Show where we go over the MLS.
I'll try to be available. My people will get with your people.
What do you think of Plumbeck?
Plumbeck's good. He's a good, nice little boost of energy, and he's got no fucks to give.
Yeah, he needs more playing time.
I honestly thought that like Plumbeck was, I mean, not Plumbeck, but Pinter was somebody that was like hitting at all strides at some point. Like Plumbeck at some point just kind of came out of nowhere. Like Pinter, he's been playing a couple more minutes. If I look at his minutes, I'm sure he's had more. I do got people, Mr. Krabs. You want me to get my people to get in touch with your people, Mr. Krabs? So I know you got people.
So I think that is it. We got 7 days until our next game, which is Columbus. So hopefully we hear about Berterame soon. Hopefully he's okay. We'll be talking about Casemiro and where we think he best fits, probably in the next episode. So look out for that. And I think that's it. Any final words there, Chris?
Nick is saying Hoyo said Beta is fine and conscious.
Yeah,
I guess. If that counts for anything, I'm sure that there'll be a report, because this was like, pump the brakes sort of moment. I mean, there's going to be tons of questions about this.
You see how slow those medical trainers were to get out there? I think man. Rocco literally went and grabbed something and ran it over there.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to Rocco for that. That was cool.
Not only does he save goals, but he saves lives, Danny.
Oh, I gotta give him that. That was cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You are trying to put him on the bench. That moment would have never happened.
Yeah. I'm done with the Rocco experiment. Give me St. Clair back. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you. Appreciate you listening to the end. Please leave 5 stars in a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will be back tomorrow talking MLS on the Battered Soccer Fan Show. Las Garzas tomorrow morning. We're going to do this all over again, pero en español. And then we will 25 likes. Come on, people. Shout out to Cara.
Step it up.
Again, Battered Herons will be back either tomorrow or Monday. We'll be talking Casemiro and where we think he best fits, and then any other nonsense that comes up to Miami. So until the next one, did you see Messi showed up to the 4th division game in Argentina?
No, I didn't see that.
That's my favorite player, by the way. Until the next one, have a good one.